Hello, my name is Felicia Huber, and I'm going to talk about the disposition of learners. To start with, the dispositions is the values and to influence behaviors so students can actually learn and motivate them to where they want to learn. If you don't have these qualities, then you probably shouldn't be in the teaching field, because if you can't have open communication or just the friendliness to where students can actually come up to you to communicate with you and have a good relationship with them, then you shouldn't be in the field teaching. I'm going to start off with the first one is respect for diversity. How you would do that is what I did at my preschool is around Christmas time, we celebrated all the holidays and we introduced the kids with the parents' permission to all the holidays so they can get a taste of the different types of food that different cultures eat and how they celebrate their Christmas different. It's not called Christmas, there's Hanukkah and then there's a bunch of other holidays that are celebrated around Christmas time that other cultures experience. And so we did that for the kids at my preschool and showed them different ways. And even the director came in, and her husband is Japanese, and he taught them how to write their name in Japanese, and they tried different Japanese food. And we celebrated Hanukkah too and did some of the foods that they did there. Embracing diversity is very important because not everyone's the same. And I believe students should be shown it's okay to celebrate other people's differences, especially when I'm in an integrated preschool and it shows them, hey, this person has special needs, but they're just the same as me. They just learn a little different. And that's what we try to teach the preschoolers and keep it able to show the kids that it is okay to be different, because even if you don't have special needs, you are still different in some other way compared to other students. The next one I'm going to talk about is fairness. You should be exercising fairness, especially in assessment of a child, and you should be building positive relationships with the students and their families, because that is important, because you are showing the families that you can be trusted with their child, and you need that communication with them because they could be seeing something at home that you're not seeing in the school setting. So that's always important too. Next one is professional conduct. You should always be professional when you are communicating with the students and with their families. And by this, you need to be showing that you can respond in a timely manner and that you can be the attendance of being able to be on time and being present, because being present is very important, and your attitude towards teaching is very important. No matter what you have going on in your personal life, it's very important that you stay professional at work. And you need to be doing this not only with the students and families, but you need to be doing this with the colleagues too, because you need to have your coworkers comfortable around you and want to work with you in order to be able to work as a team. Curiosity is the number one thing that I love, because especially working with preschoolers, I learned they are very curious. They'll ask you anything under the moon, and that makes it exciting, because you sparking their curiosity, you can be learning about pumpkins, but then they're curious, how do you grow a pumpkin? Or what's the inside of a pumpkin? and they experience like every single detail of a pumpkin, and then they can go home and show their families what they learned. But their curiosity grows every single day, and keeping someone curious will make them want to learn longer and want them to excel in life and everything like that, keeping them curious. Next one, honesty. It is important to be honest with your students no matter how hard the truth is. And it's saying what you mean and meaning when you say it. Because you can't just be like, oh yeah, we'll get to it, and then never get to it, because then they'll never trust you and be like, well, I don't want to go back to that teacher because they said they were going to do it, but they never did it, and I feel like my idea was shut down. Being transparent is important with honesty, because then you'll be able to be more open to where they would want to come to you and be happy with the result that they're getting when they're talking with you. Next one I'm going to talk about is compassion. You have to be genuinely interested in your students, in what their interests are, and you can like feed off what their interests are, because you can do lessons and then they would be excited learning, and that's super important, because they need to be excited learning or they won't be interested in the topic that you're talking about. And to do this is, in the beginning of the year, you can just have students write down like 5 things that they're interested in, and going around the room and seeing what everyone's interested in, because they could be interested in the same thing that another student's interested in, and then you be sparking a friendship right there. And so that's always important. Advocacy is like you are actively building positive relationships with the students, assisting students in finding resources, and just being there for the students so they have someone that they know that they can rely on. And that's very important for them to rely on you, because then your relationship with the student will grow. And then also seeking to understand the students, like if they're facing something at home, then you can get a better understanding why the student is acting the way they are. Dedication, you have to be have a positive attitude going into work and being a teacher, so they will feel welcome, and just being consistent with your attendance and just being there. Yes, there will be sick days and everything like that, but being there for the students is always important, because they may not have that in their personal life or with their families, and you can just be their role model and have them trust in you.